South Africa. Today's testimony at the Madlanga Commission has raised serious questions. Under oath, Advocate Padayachee described a cordial relationship with General Mkhwanazi, supported by WhatsApp messages, meetings at his office and home, and discussions about an affidavit and ongoing investigations. He also testified that Mkhwanazi was informed about planned arrests and did not object at the time. Padayachee further expressed surprise that these interactions, the affidavit, and alleged attempts to contact him before a major press briefing were not disclosed to the Commission. These are claims currently being examined, and General Mkhwanazi will have the opportunity to respond. Welcome to Mr. Mkhwanazi podcast. Please like this video, subscribe, and let's hear what was revealed before the Commission.
We dispose of it. At your paragraph 22, you reference the affidavit you obtained from General Mkhwanazi. You indicate that this is in relation to an ongoing investigation into, or it's an ongoing crime intelligence investigation, and you beg leave not to disclose the contents of this affidavit. My question is this affidavit part of any dockets that IDEC has disclosed to us now, or it is in respect of a different investigation?
Thank you, Council. Commissioner, this affidavit was made, I took General Mkhwanazi's affidavit, I think it probably was in April 2025, which is about 2 months to 3 months before that. That affidavit is in the docket and has been, I don't think it's been disclosed as yet. It's not disclosed as yet, but I'm pretty much sure you have a docket. Yes, it is in the docket that's disclosed to you. The third docket. Thank you. Apologies. Okay,
now just to perhaps for some guidance, is it in the quote-unquote confidential docket or one of the other three?
It's in the confidential docket. Okay. That's the two Brooklyn matters.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm clarified. You may then continue from paragraph 24.
Thank you, Council.
Thank you.
Thus I am surprised that General Mkhwanazi did not inform the Commission at all about his interaction with me. The affidavit he submitted to me, nor trying him to reach me telephonically a few days before the press briefing. I was subpoenaed to testify at the Judicial Commission of Inquiry into allegations of state capture, corruption and fraud in the public sector, including organs of state better known as the Zondo Commission or State Capture Commission, regarding serious corruption and the capture of various state institutions. I refer the Commission to my annexes BP 26 and BP 28. In this regard, I even had an affidavit compiled and submitted to the Zondo Commission, marked BP 29. I draw the Commission's attention to the requirements for the position still under investigation. To substantiate my contact and communication held with Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, I attach here 2 screenshots of the messages and phone calls held with General Mkhwanazi prior to and after he provided me with the affidavit. They are marked BP 19 and BP 25.
Colonel, I've gone through all 7 texts. They appear to be neutral in content. You say you are traveling to Durban and that you would like to meet, and a few of the chats then mention where you are and you inquire where his office is. It's that kind of conversation, and he of course is responding.
Yes.
Also in that neutral manner.
Yes.
What I'm interested in is what you are seeking to establish by providing us with these texts.
Thank you, Chair. The WhatsApp messages and the interactions shows the type of communication we had. The reason being is that we had communication, we have an understanding, we have a working relationship, we know each other. The communications don't come across as, like how it is now, if I can say. These were approachable conversations. During these conversations, he told me where he was. I met him. He was outside the Provincial Commissioner's office. He had his short pants next to his white bakkie, hands in the pocket, I had my hands in my pocket too, although he was a general, and we were chatting. We thereafter proceeded to his office where we had a conversation with regards to what I'd required of him. From there, at a later stage, we met again, this time at his house, where we had the same conversation. And I had his affidavit. I ran him through the affidavit of the first conversation when we first met, what it's all about. The affidavit was prepared. We discussed the affidavit. The affidavit concerns a major general who's one of the suspects in my cases, and what was outlined in his affidavit. He looked at the affidavit, he confirmed the affidavit, he signed the affidavit. What's more, when you look at the WhatsApp messages, you can see the greetings. You can see the friendliness in the greetings. You know, a blessed Easter. Hi, Brian, first name. Blessed Easter to you and your family. It's not ordinarily how a senior ranking officer will address a subordinate. It will be official, whatever. But you can see the way we are interacting and relating to each other. During the time at his house in Madlanga, in his home, we had a cordial chat about corruption and everything that's going. And I was always in praise of him because we had met on numerous cases before. And in that particular meeting, Commissioner, he was aware, because I told him General Khumalo is going to be arrested. He was aware also that other generals were going to be arrested too as well. And his response to me, well, they must face their own situations. He was comfortable. There was nothing abnormal. He was not angry. And we sat in the lounge for quite some time. And then after he wished me well, everything, and I took my leave. So not very long after that, or a while later, the operation on the first matter commenced, which resulted in the arrest of 4 senior officers from crime intelligence. Everything was fine. There was no issues.
Are you perhaps suggesting that if there was anything the matter, you would have expected him to react differently to you when you made contact through these chats?
Exactly, Chair. From the time of our first meeting, where we chatted in his office, the time that we spent in his lounge, I'm invited to his home, not to his office the second time, to his home. So the scenario itself tells you the trust in your home, where your family is. So what I'm saying, the Commissioner, he was aware, he had no problems with what we were doing. And when the second arrest or the second takedown operation on the second matter, we have several case dockets and several matters that we were busy at that stage that we were going to follow in a sequence. So the first matter commenced, there was going to be a break, a second matter would have commenced, a break, then a third matter would have commenced. When the second matter commenced, I was not involved in the arrest of the accused. But I was at the police station. I need to mention, Commissioner.
The first matter, is that the one where you say 4 generals were arrested or 4 senior subs members were arrested? Is that the first matter?
The first matter is 1 general.
Oh yes.
And 2 senior officers and he was a warrant officer at that time.
Yes, and then the general, was that General Khumalo?
The first one?
Yes.
No, that was the CFO, General Lushaba.
All right. And then the second matter, which one was that?
The second matter was General Khumalo, General Lekalakala, General Lushaba, General Gabela, General Madondo, Brigadier Mkhwanazi, and Brigadier Ngube. That was the second matter.
All right, thank you. Thank you. If you want to continue, you may, but you've answered me because I just wanted to understand what you are seeking to convey when you refer us to these chats.
No problem.
Thank you.
And because you've touched on it, Commissioner,
yes.
What I wanted to say is that...
And I'm not stopping you. If you want to continue, you may.
No problem, Commissioner.
Yes.
It's because I'm on that point that I know we're going to come back to those annexures.
Yes.
I'm just want to just put it in context that General Mkhwanazi was fine with the first case of General Shaba. He was fine with the second case of General Kumalo on the 27th.
I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Council. Chair, Commissioners. I think what I will start with is the act that is relevant to the investigative directorate against corruption, the mandate, and now the flow processes and whatever there. So, Section 1A of the NPA Act sets out the mandate, or it's where the investigating directorate obtains its mandate from, and I want to read it into the record, if that is fine.
Before you do so, Mayor Corey, you said 1A, 7 sub 1A, Section 7 sub 1A, not Section 1A.
It's Section 7?
Yes.
1A.
Yes, you had omitted to mention 7, Section 7. Thank you.
No, apologies, Jason. Section 7, 1A. There's hereby established in the office of the National...
There's 1-1. It's not... You say 7, 1-1. There is
7...
only 1,
A.
1.
Thank you, Chair. We'll get it right. Section 7, 1A. It is hereby established in the Office of the National Director and Investigative Directorate, to be known as the Investigative Directorate Against Corruption, to investigate and carry out any functions incidental to investigations relating to serious, high-profile, complex corruption, commercial, and financial crime cases arising from recommendations of the Commission of Inquiry, referred to the Investigating Director by the National Director in terms of Section 28(1)(b), or refer to the investigating director in terms of Section 27, subject to Section 26(2), relating to additional related offences or categories of offences, including common law offences of fraud, forgery, uttering, theft, and any offence involving dishonesty. Relating to additional related statutory offences or category of statutory offences, including contraventions of Prevention of Corrupt Activities Act, Act 12 of 2004, the Prevention of Organized Crime Act 98, Act 121 of 1998, the Protection of the Constitutional Democracy Against Terrorist and Related Activities Act 2004, Act 33, the Public Financial Management Act 99, Act 1 of 99, the Local Government Municipal Finance Management Act 2003, Act 56 of 2003, the Financial Intelligence Center Act 2001, Act 38 of 2001, and any other statutory offence involving dishonesty. So, this particular section of the NP Act is where the investigative director takes its mandate and direction from. So, I will start with a flow process of how complaints come to the investigative directorate in terms of Section 27. We call it a Section 27 referral, Section 27 of the NPA Act. Section 27 deals with the reporting of matters to the investigating director. If any person has reasonable grounds to suspect that a specific offence has been or is being committed, or that an attempt has been made or is being made to commit such offence, he or she may report the matter in question to the head of an investigative director by means of an affidavit or a firm declaration specifying the nature of suspicion, the grounds on which suspicion is based, all other relevant information known to the declarant. So that refers to a complaint that is referred in terms of Section 27. That's the starting point. Section 28, inquiries by the investigating director. In terms of section 28(1)(a), if the investigating director has reason to believe, to suspect that a specific offence has been or is being committed, or that an attempt has been made or is being made to commit such offence, he or she may conduct an investigation on the matter in question, whether or not it has been reported to him or her in terms of section 27. So, when a complaint comes in, it comes in under an affidavit in terms of section 27 from a complainant. The 27 comes to the head of office. The head of office is the investigating director. It goes to the case intake committee. They will look at this referral and will decide whether it falls within the mandate of IDEC. It's tested within the IDEC criteria. From there, looking at it, there will be two things that would take place. If there is sufficient information on that referral, a full-blown investigation can be conducted in terms of section 28(1). If there's still further investigation to be done, then a section 28(13) is approved for a preliminary investigation. So we start with the 27 coming in with a preliminary investigation on section 28(13). A section 28(13) is approved for a preliminary investigation by the investigating director, the head of office. During that authorization, the preliminary investigation is authorized. It lists out the offences that's going to be investigated. It lists out a designated team of prosecutors and investigators. So there's a list of all these people that are put in there. That is there. That designation is their authority to proceed and conduct the preliminary investigation. Is authorized. The preliminary investigation starts. So after a period of time, investigation, interviews, subpoenas, or whatever is done to confirm that there is a preliminary case here, it is taken back to the investigating director. The matter is considered by management, and then a full-blown investigation, section 28(1), is approved. So within the section 28(1) investigation, if there's additional expertise, additional investigators, or other role players that need to form part of this investigation that has come up now from the preliminary investigation, these additional people are added on to the designation and authorization of this full-blown investigation. Thereafter, the team is assembled, the prosecutors, the investigators, and the investigation commences, directed and led by the prosecutors. The investigators in that team, or I should say, just to list that team, there's a deputy director of public prosecutions. There are senior advocates, junior advocates, depending on availability, one or more. And then there's a chief criminal investigator who is responsible for the senior criminal investigators and the criminal investigators. They report directly to the chief criminal investigator in that structure. So once that is put together, the chief criminal investigator assembles his investigators. He's got more or less the puzzle on hand of the investigation, and then he tasks the investigators accordingly. So in that specific task, it will be like, for example, myself that is appointed now to conduct this investigation with the assistance of the other investigators. So you go out, you interview, obtain witness statements, other related evidence, and that is brought back. The team, put together with the prosecutors, look at this evidence, they analyze this evidence, the prosecutors look at it, and if they see that there is sufficient evidence based on facts, then they will start with a charge sheet on who they're going to charge, and what charges they're going to put. So a memo is put together with a charge sheet. That charge sheet and the memo is presented to the deputy director of that team. He looks at it to see that, okay, the facts, the evidence is supported by facts, that there is evidence, and the docket is now ready. That is then now taken to management. It's presented before management. Management will decide, yes, they agree that it should go on, and then the next step is the matter is ready to be enrolled. So the enrollment procedure is thus: you look at the prosecutors look at the charge sheets, they get the charge sheets ready. They also do a consultation note, which is a note to the Director of Public Prosecutions in the region where the matter is going to be prosecuted. So that consultation note is sent to the Director of Public Prosecutions. He or she agrees that yes, you can proceed to prosecute the matter in that particular region. Once that is done, the charge sheet is prepared. Then the enrollment processes start, where an application is made for J50s, that is your arrest warrants, or your J175s, if that is necessary, depending on the circumstances. Then
you say J175?
It's a summons. It's a summons to appear. So once that is done, your warrants are prepared, your affidavit is prepared, your warrants are prepared, and then you are ready for court. So then you will plan your operation and to execute your summons or your J50s. You will also have, depending, during that time, you will pick up, but this is a Schedule 5, Schedule 6. Then you'll start preparing bail affidavits, because with regard to Schedule 5, there are serious offences, and it will be on the onus on the accused for him to be released on bail. So then you make arrangements with the court, you have the matter enrolled, and then the processes flow from there.
Thank you.
So are you at the level of process at this stage?
Yes. Clarification
just on process. All right. But maybe let me ask this. What's your understanding of the triggers or the entry points in accordance with paragraph A of the subsection, that is 7(1)A, capital A, the smaller a being paragraph A of the section. What's your understanding of the triggers or the entry points? I know this is a legal question, and we as commissioners must engage in an interpretative exercise. But what I want to get an idea of from you, because you apply the section in your daily activities, but as I say, we will have to interpret it for ourselves. It refers to investigations relating to, I would say, 3 triggers: serious, high profile, or complex, and then the complex corruption, and that seems to relate, the third relates to commercial or financial crimes. But the question I want to raise is, must this be read conjunctively, in the sense that all 3 triggers must be present, or must it be read disjunctively, in the sense that one trigger may be sufficient? You don't have to have a serious, high profile or complex corruption case. If it's serious, that may be sufficient, but it's doubtful that high profile all on its own would be enough, because something that's not serious at all, maybe high profile in the sense that it's out there in the public domain, and the public in general is interested in it, and it's high profile in that sense. So high profile may be doubtful standing all on its own, but I just want to get an idea of how you apply this in practice. Is it disjunctive? Is it conjunctive?
So my understanding of it is that it's just serious and complex corruption. That's how I look at it and how I read it from my perspective. So
all three triggers, as I call them, must be present. Is that what you mean?
When you look at the serious, high profile or complex corruption, any one of the three, it's any one of the
So it's disjunctive.
Yes.
Thank you.
If I may follow up.